What's up, Trophy Hunter? Welcome to another video about the holiday sale in the PlayStation Store. In this video I want to show you 20 hidden gems, and I'm not talking about these popular games like Elden Ring, The Last of Us or Horizon. So if you're looking for a bit of a different game which is still fun to play, this video may come in handy. Some are easy platinums, some are not. And of course I will also show you the platinum difficulty and time, so let's jump right into it. So the first game on my list is The Outer Worlds, which is a single player first person sci-fi RPG. You can compare this game with Fallout, it's basically Fallout in space. I almost forgot to mention that for this video I will also add the Metascore. Trophy wise you need several playthroughs and you also need to complete the game on the highest difficulty, which is Supernova. But it's possible to speedrun through the game within 2 hours. Okay guys, the next game, Hades, is probably not really a hidden gem, but definitely a must play. The game is a roguelike dungeon crawler. The game has some sort of God mode, but God mode makes you not invincible. It reduces the damage you take from enemies by 20%, and every time you die it increases by 2%, but it maxes out at 80%. But of course you can play through the entire game without the God mode. Basically there are no missable trophies because the game doesn't end after completing the story. It's possible to play on the same save forever without restarting. The next game on my list is Cult of the Lamb. It's a mix of two genres that you likely haven't seen together before. It combines hack and slay with a management sim, which can be very addictive. Trophy wise nothing is too difficult, everything can be done on easy. The only tricky trophies are beating bosses without getting hit. Also keep an eye on the trophy Master of Chance, because this is the only missable trophy in the game. Another super fun, especially in co-op, is Castle Crashers Remastered. The game is a lot of fun and the trophies are very straightforward, nothing is missable. But unfortunately there is one annoying online trophy where you need to win 40 arena online matches. Berserk and the Band of the Hawk is a Dynasty Warriors style hack and slash game based on the Japanese manga. I really enjoyed this game because I like the Dynasty Warriors gameplay, but I don't like the Dynasty Warriors setting. So this was the perfect game for me and probably for you too. And don't put this game on your wishlist because this one is very rare on sale. So I highly recommend, if you want to play the game, buy it now. Trophy wise nothing is missable, but there is a bit of a grind at the end of the game. The next game on my list is Sparrowskate Dark Alliance 2. This is the PS5 version, but the PS4 version is on sale too. If you like hack and slay games, this is a must buy, in my opinion one of the best hack and slay games ever made. To get the platinum you need to complete the game several times, but there are some cheat codes. Level skip, God mode and many more cheats. So if you're just going for the platinum, it's basically an easy platinum, but I highly recommend play through the game at least once without cheats. If you like scary games, you need to play Wisage. It's a psychological horror game and recommended for all fans of horror games. Trophy wise the game is not too difficult, and if you know what to do it's possible to get the platinum in less than 10 hours. A trophy guide is recommended because there are different endings and a lot of miscellaneous trophies which can easily be missed. But of course it's highly recommended to play at least through the game once without using any guide or walkthrough to get the full horror experience. From a scary to a more family friendly game, Road 96. It's a very good story game with an unique gameplay, interesting characters and mostly interesting side stories. It plays like a roguelike interactive game, but basically it's pretty linear. The platinum is fairly easy, but there are missable trophies. If you need more action, then check out Rollatrobe. No worries, there's also a PS4 version. The game combines stylish skate tricks with devastating slow-mo kills. A very fun and addictive game. Trophy wise nothing is missable, and there are also some assist settings you can enable, like invincibility and infinite ammo. The next one is the Entropy Center. Definitely a must buy for all those who like motivating and humorous puzzle games in the style of Portal. Everything can be done in one playthrough. There's one missable trophy called Data Research. You need to read all the terminals in a single playthrough. With guide it's possible to get everything in less than 8 hours. Without the guide you probably need 10 to 12 hours. Next one on my list is Chernobylite. This is a survival game. In this game you need to survive as long as you can. Basically there are 25 days you need to survive. You need to find food, craft items, all this survivor stuff. You can choose between several difficulties. If you decide to play on very easy, you can get the platinum within 10 hours. There is no mission select, but there are no missables, because you can explore the map after completing the story and you can change your story decisions anytime. The next game on my list is another survivor game called Darkwood. It's a top-down, free-roam, surreal horror game with a randomized world. There are some missable trophies, but you still need 2 playthroughs to get the platinum. You can also choose between 2 difficulties, normal and nightmare. In normal mode you have unlimited lives, so the platinum is just a matter of time. Next one on my list is What Remains of Edith Finch. It's a walking simulator with some minigames and an absolutely great story. If you haven't played the game already, now it's a good time because they released a PS5 version a few months ago. The game is also free if you're PS Plus Extra member. It's an easy platinum, but keep in mind only the PS5 version has a platinum, the PS4 version has no platinum. This game is a must play. The next game on my list is Blasphemous, and this is basically a game for really hardcore fans of Metroidvania games. If you like challenging gameplay and looking for a very good Metroidvania game, you need to play this game. Trophy wise, it's a tough game with missable trophies. The game is definitely only for hardcore fans. Next game on my list is Phobia. This is the PS5 version, but there's also a PS4 version. Gameplay wise, it's similar to Resident Evil 7, but the focus is more on quests, puzzles and exploration. If you enjoyed Resident Evil 7 and now you're looking for a similar experience, check out Phobia. Trophy wise, nothing is too difficult. There's also a trophy which requires to complete the game with no damage. But this is a lot easier than it sounds because you can upgrade a weapon and unlock infinite ammo. The next game on my list is Otherside, which is a turn-based strategy game. If you enjoy games like XCOM, you will definitely like this one. I'm currently playing this game and it's really great so far. But of course you must be a fan of this genre. The game has some very interesting gameplay mechanics. There are 2 difficulties you can choose from, Nightmare and Dream. Dream is basically the normal mode and Nightmare is the hard mode. Fortunately everything can be unlocked in Dream mode, but it's not a walk in the park. The next hidden gem on my list is the Artful Escape. This game is also free if you're PS Plus Extra member. The gameplay is simple, you just run from left to right and most of the time you hold the cross button. I know it sounds a bit boring, but believe me, this game is absolutely fun to play. This is also a very easy platinum, you can complete the entire game in less than 3 hours. There are no missable trophies because there's chapter select. Once I saw the trailer I was very skeptical, but I tried the game because I'm a PS Plus Extra member and believe me, this game is absolutely great. Another game which is similar to Portal is Cube 2. It has not the best story to be honest, but the puzzles are great and the ending is really good. Also keep in mind, the game is not very often on sale, so if you want it I recommend buy it now. It's basically a pretty easy platinum, especially if you use a guide. Keep an eye on the 4 missable trophies because if you missed it, you really have to start from the beginning of the game. There is no chapter select or something. If you are an owner of a PlayStation VR and don't know what to play, check out Red Matter. It's a story-driven VR puzzle adventure game with a sci-fi setting. It's a very short game and you can complete it within 1 hour, but better 1 hour of fun gameplay instead of 4 or 5 hours boring gameplay. If you're looking for a good game for your PlayStation VR, check out Red Matter. The next game is definitely not for everyone, but it's a hidden gem with Shinyo. It's a walking simulator and the game gets stranger and stranger and stranger. It's definitely a very special game and should be not missed by people who enjoy this kind of games. And as a bonus, the game has a very easy platinum. So guys, this was my list about 20 hidden gems in the holiday sale. Every single game I showed you is worth playing. I hope there are 1 or 2 games you liked. If not, sorry for wasting your time. Thanks for the attention. See you in my next one.